Hey, you're listening to On Air with Ruben J. It's Ruben J here in my studio, and I'm coming to you in kind of a somber moment. It's been a couple hours since the word broke that Bob Saget has passed away. No details on cause of death have been released. But I thought I would jump on here. I know it's Monday. I know it's early. I know a lot of people are probably um, going to be confused to see, um, probably going to be confused to see that there is a podcast coming out on a Monday so early in the week. And I have another podcast coming out on Wednesday. I just, I couldn't go to sleep tonight knowing that while I am getting ready to record another episode of On Air with Ruben J, I couldn't allow myself to mix both the fun episode in together with an in memoriam episode for Bob Saget. So I unfortunately was given two pieces of bad news back to back in a conversation with a friend of mine. One of them being that my friend's family member, close family member, um, contracted COVID. They're doing fine. And then literally minutes later, the same person responded saying, "Oh my God, Bob Saget died." And immediately had to get online and do as much research as possible to find out if this was true or not. And unfortunately, it seems like this is a true matter. Bob Saget was 65 years old. He was found dead at the Ritz-Carlton Orlando in Grand Lakes, Florida. Um, the report says that deputies were called to the Ritz-Carlton. The man identified as Robert Saget, pronounced deceased on the scene. Detectives found no signs of foul play or drug use in this case. Saget was in Jacksonville doing a show on Saturday night and tweeted about the show. He said, "Loved tonight's show at the PV Concert Hall in Jacksonville. Appreciate the audience. Thanks again to Real Tim Wilkins for opening. I had no idea I did 2 hours set. I'm happily addicted again to this shit. Check bobsaget.com for my dates." And I haven't even been to the website yet to see what's going on. TMZ was the first report saying, announcing the death of Saget. Let's see what's going on here over at his website. Yes, the website hasn't been updated at all. It's still saying his podcast and upcoming dates. So TMZ did a career highlight for Bob, saying Saget played the patriarch on the hit ABC sitcom for almost 10 years, landing the lead role in 1987 and finishing out the first iteration of the show in 1995. Opposite of was Dave Coulier, and of course, not to mention Candace Cameron, Jodie Sweetin, and Mary-Kate and Ashley. In addition to his stand-up and Full House fame, Saget was remembered as a fan favorite host of America's Funniest Home Videos. Actually, kind of the funny thing is that's really where I remember him first, was from America's Funniest Home Videos, but I later grew up on Full House and remember, well, I'll get to that in a second. Saget returned to Danny Tanner in 2016 when he returned as Danny Tanner for Netflix's reboot of Full House called Fuller House, which ran for 4 years. Bob Saget also played the voiceover for How I Met Your Mother, which was, I believe, a CBS comedy for such a very long time. Some of the initial reactions to Saget's death come from Comedy Central. It says Bob Saget was beloved and boundary-pushing comedian. He will be missed. BJ Novak, who is a writer on The Office, said, I have always and will always love Bob Saget. Jon Stewart said Bob Saget, just the funniest and the nicest. Whoopi Goldberg said, "Sail on, my friend Bob Saget, with your huge heart and abject lunacy. My condolences to his daughters and family." Candace Cameron Burr says, "I don't know what to say. I have no words. Bob was one of the best human beings I've ever known in my life. I loved him so much." John Stamos came out and tweeted saying, "I am broken. I am gutted. I am in complete and utter shock. I will never, ever have another friend like him. I love you so much, Bobby." Penn Jillett said, "Bleep. Saget would have wanted something tweeted that was really funny and in very bad taste. I can't do that. I am just so sad. Bob was just great on every level, and we will miss him all." Conservative commentator Dave Ruben said, "I'm a complete loss over my friend Bob Saget. He was gentle, he was kind, and he was beyond funny." Tim Dillon, sorry, just said, "Rest in peace, Bob Saget." Piers Morgan said, "Rest in peace, Bob Saget. What sad news. Such a funny and charming man." You know, it's interesting because I sit here and I remember sitting in my room as a child, watching television late at night and seeing seeing Bob Saget, John Stamos, Dave Coulier, and the gang just tearing it up on Full House. Little did I know that that was who they were. Little did I know that I was watching Comedy Gold. Little did I know that I would become a fan of this franchise, and I'd become a fan of the man known as Bob Saget. And little did I know that he had such incredible stand-up commentary, as well as being an incredible actor and an incredible host. I would later come to watch Bob Saget on late night television and see him interacting with the hosts, and at times with so many different guests that were on shows alongside him. And I was given the ability to laugh. I was given the ability to find what humor was. I was given the ability to learn how to do what I'm doing here. Bob Saget was an incredibly funny person. He's one of the people who was on my list of people that I would love to have had on this podcast and to have a long form conversation with him about comedy, about acting, about creating these stories and telling them on stage and being able to deliver them with passion and just an uncanny delivery that somebody like Bob Saget had. I'm sad because he was a great entertainer and he was somebody who occupied a lot of headspace in my life. There aren't a lot of celebrities out there who pass away that personally make me personally sad. I don't think we'll ever see another comedian like Bob Saget again. Somebody who was able to not only construct extremely funny and at times inappropriate jokes, but also play such a straight and clean cut character like Danny Tanner. Bob Saget will be missed. I can't say that enough. I will miss seeing Bob Saget. Um, we'll keep you posted here on multimediamouth.com of any memorial activity that may or may not happen, that might be public for people to be able to view or attend. My heart goes out to Bob's family, to his friends, and to other fans like me who are mourning this loss right now. So with that being said, I hope you tune in on Wednesday for the regularly scheduled On Air with Ruben J program. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys then.